Aye, shout out to my notification gang. Now, if any of you lot are around the area of Brighton or you're willing to make that trek, you can meet me, Austin, and Denzel Jones and Nissy T at the networking event. Again, this is where you can come and network with great entrepreneurs, Gen Zs around the UK. Look, guys, you are one conversation away from getting rich and you're 7 contacts from anyone in the world, okay? So make sure you lot check out the networking event. It'll be linked down in the description.
Talking of Reels and TikTok, eventually you decided to get into TikTok.
Yeah.
When did Soul Souls ever get on TikTok?
Yeah, so...
When did Soul Souls get on TikTok? And then when did Jay get on TikTok?
Okay. So originally I jumped on TikTok as Soul Souls. My username was Soul Souls. Yeah. And I was just showing, it wasn't my face in it for probably the first maybe five months.
How much did you grow it to in that?
No, I didn't know how to use TikTok. So I literally posted my first video in 2019. I didn't know how TikTok worked. I just threw up a video on there, posted some more like in January, maybe 3 more, and then I left it because I had 10 followers. I didn't know how to use it. Yeah. Then I started watching TikTok from properly from maybe February. Okay. Then as I was watching, I was learning how to use it. So I went again on TikTok. This was 2020. So I went again on TikTok probably May 2020. Still as Soul Souls, but I was making better content. Got to 1,000 followers maybe in the first month. Then I had a few videos with my face in it. And then I was getting more confident on the camera. And where I was, all the TikToks I was making were at work. I work in like a storage, warehouse sort of thing with all my shoes. Yeah. So when I'm putting my face in it, people seeing the shoes in the background, they're like, "Do you work in JD or something like that?" I'm like, "No, this is my shop." And then people asking me questions like, "Oh, how did you grow it to be like this? How?" So then when I started answering people's questions, people were like, "Okay, Soul Souls, but what's your name?" And I'm like, so I started saying it's Jay from Soul Souls, Jay from Soul Souls. Yeah. Then people were just asking more about me. Then they're obviously asking about the shoes as well, but people wanted to know about me. So eventually I changed it from my business account, and I just changed it to a personal account.
Oh, straight. So you had the followers already.
So when it got to I think 10K, I changed it to JVSOP. Yeah. Okay. J, when it got to 10K, and then I still use it to promote my business, but I feel like people buy from people. So instead of it being a business account, it's Jay's account, but Jay has a sneaker store as well.
Yeah, Soul Souls is the main thing behind it.
Yeah. So if people see a pair of shoes when I'm making a TikTok now, they'll be like, "Oh, let me just go on Soul Souls to see how much it is." It connects. It connects, yeah.
Yeah, just like that. And then with TikTok, what would you say is the impact? Actually, before that, one thing I want to say is I got to applaud you just for even taking the leap, because even with my generation, we kind of grew up with it, so it's kind of normal to use it. Yeah. But even for me, I had people, questioning me for saying TikTok's for kids. Yeah. Why would you jump on that app? I had to prove to them with my success why I've jumped onto it. But for you as a millennial that's a lot older, jumping on TikTok, it's kind of not a brave move per se in terms of social perception. Yeah. But so how did you, in terms of that thought process, what characteristic traits do you have there?
Yeah, so probably had the same stigma around it, people were saying it's for kids, it's people dancing on it. Yeah. But then when I actually started to watch it, I realised that there's more to it, there's different sides of TikTok. Yeah. So I thought, you know what, I don't care, it's for business, it's for my business, and this is the platform I need to be in to help my business grow. I'm not going to let anyone stop me. No one's stopping me from making money. I'm going to jump on this platform. Yeah, right. But I was a bit cautious of what I was posting. I was aware it's a kids app, and I didn't want to, when you get hate comments, and I had to remind myself it's probably an 11-year-old kid. Yeah. So it took a lot for me to, just to get in the mindset of making the TikToks. But what was more daunting for me was posting my TikToks to Instagram. Okay. Because on TikTok, say by the time I had 10K followers, there might have been 11 to 15-year-old kids or 11 to 16-year-old kids. They all built up their relationship with me. They know that's my content.
But it's separated from the Instagram.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So where obviously I'm older now, all the people on my Instagram, on my personal account, are people in their mid to late 20s, maybe even 30s. They don't even have TikTok. But I'm there like I've got 10k followers on this platform. I've got maybe 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I've got no videos on Instagram. I'm scared to post my TikToks because people are gonna think why am I on this kids app? So that was the hardest part. I had
switching from TikTok to Reels.
It's literally reposting your TikToks, innit? And it doesn't make sense because they're out there already, but just to put it on that platform was a big step for me. That was the biggest step.
Yeah, for me as well. When I was doing my blowing up on TikTok, obviously I had my Instagram there, but I just didn't like the interface, because I knew with a video on Instagram, if you was uploaded it, it'll just show to your people.
Yeah.
And the chance of you going on explore page is minimal.
It was slim,
So I wasn't really on it. And furthermore, at first I had the same daunting, stigma where, my people that follow me are people I just met. I just met in life. They didn't know that I knew all of this information. So I was a little bit it was daunting for me as well. But as soon as they released, luckily I built my TikTok to such a place where everyone, even on Instagram, knew that I was doing that.
So they were getting reposted on other pages.
Yeah,
on Instagram.
It was getting reposted on other pages on Instagram, so they already knew that I was doing that. So when they introduced Reels, I was on it straight away. But I guess for you, even when Reels was introduced, you still were...
So I was using, I knew Reels was the thing to go, but it was just a step. Do you know what's funny that you said people were posting your TikToks to Instagram already? When I first I think it was the first or second video, a meme page posted my video as soon as I went on Instagram, and the caption was, why is M24 posting finance tips?
So you're thinking, your thought process...
Straight away I was like, I knew I shouldn't. I knew it. I was like, I knew it, man. I knew it. That was the first... I think the first video I ever posted, a meme page shared it straight away. Why is M24 posting finance tips?
Wow, that must have been...
It was funny though. I found it funny, but I was like, okay, this is going to keep on happening. Luckily, I've been posted a few times, but not like people taking the piss, not like people taking the mix. So, that was the first one. But it was funny, I guess. It was funny.
Yeah. So then how did your friends and family feel about you just blowing up on socials, being on the For You page? Were they used to seeing you talk about this type of stuff?
Yeah, so I'm quite an introverted person, so I think it was a shock, really. Like, they saw me putting myself out there. I talk about personal finance with my family and friends a lot, so people always used to come to me in my circle about how do you save doing this, or what credit card should I get. So that wasn't a shock, but actually seeing me put myself out there definitely was a shock for them. Yeah, it definitely was.
Wow, no, that's really big. I'm guessing behind closed doors and that you tell them stuff, and because you had experience with building businesses.
So any one of my friends who was trying to start a business, I would always be the first person they normally hit up and ask, how do I do this? How do I register that? So, they definitely was already aware that I was into that sort of thing. But again, it was a surprise when I actually put myself out there. My mum follows me on Instagram. I think my mum follows me on TikTok now as well, but I don't think she realizes the numbers. She probably doesn't realize that they're getting millions of views. She probably just thinks, okay, a couple hundred people are seeing his videos. So.
Yeah, I think they don't understand the actual reach, because just because you have a certain amount of followers, there's way more people seeing.
Yeah. There's but I think before on social media, it used to be your followers only see your stuff, but now you can have 1,000 followers and get a 10 million view video, so it's crazy. Yeah.
Like I always say to people, with TikTok, right, and nobody can turn to somebody just overnight, just like that. So it's definitely, if you guys are looking to build your business. But one thing I got to applaud you on is you jumped on TikTok, especially for you being a millennial as well. It's for your age group especially, they probably saw TikTok as a kids app, or they weren't really messing with it. It's a dancing app. Whereas my generation, we grew up on it, so it's a lot easier for me to get away with it. But for you to fully go on this, how was the thought process behind that?
Yeah, so again, it was mainly for my business at first, and then when it turned to a personal brand, I had to just reevaluate why I was on there for. For me, it's never about trying to be bait or trying to be famous. There's always a goal to it. So am I using it to get sales for my business? I'm using it to actually build a personal brand that I'm going to monetize in the future. So I had to have a plan before I'd done it, because I'm not just going to jump on on TikTok, dancing, acting like a like a clown. If I had no plan, but there's nothing wrong with doing that if you're using it for the right thing. If you're using it to bring exposure to, but yeah, my age group is even now. A lot of my friends and a lot of people my age, they're not really actually using TikTok. They might scroll for a few videos, but they're definitely not using it to promote their own stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. And talking of TikTok now, you came up with your own brand, your own slogan, "I'm broke, baby."
Yeah.
And it's funny. That's how I found out about you as well. Someone must have sent me your post saying, "Oh, he copied your slogan." But yeah, let's clear it up. What happened? How did that come into play?
I just want to address this, once and for all. I didn't steal "I'm Broke Baby" from Poku Banks. What I did, I took the slogan from the movie Paid in Full. If you've seen Paid in Full, you know there's a scene where "I'm Broke Baby" is, it blew up everywhere. So "I'm Broke Baby," watch Paid in Full, and you'll see exactly where it came from, yeah. But again, people was tagging you in my comments for ages, like, saying I stole your catchphrase, but I knew I needed a catchphrase. At one point, I didn't have bare followers, maybe like 10k followers. And one of my friends who I follow, he's an Amazon FBA seller or merchant seller. And what he used to do at the start of the videos, he used to say a catchphrase. He used to say "yes sir," and every time I scroll through, even if when sometimes you might even be watching TV and just scrolling through, but I would hear "yes sir" and I'll be like, okay, that's his video, and I'll go back to it. So I knew that I needed a catchphrase for people to remember me. And what happened, I posted a video where I got a Nike Tech for free, like I showed how I got it for free, and then in the comments, one guy just said, "You're broke." Like, he just said, "You're broke," and I was like, I got a free tracksuit. Like, why are you being mean? But then I replied to the comment, and then I said, yeah, like, if I can get clothes for free, I'm going to get them for free. I'm going to still live within my means. I'm going to still eat noodles and still do this. And then at the end, I said, "I'm broke, baby." Then everyone in the comments was just saying, "I'm broke, baby, I'm broke, baby," and it just stuck. So yeah. Literally took two or three videos. And then I didn't say it in one video after, and everyone was like, "Why didn't you say I'm broke, baby? Why didn't you say I'm broke, baby?"
That's what you know.
Yeah, so you knew, like, I knew it stuck. So then ever since then, I don't even put it in every video. Maybe I put it in like 3 out of 5 videos. And then if I don't put it in, someone in the comments will be like, "I'm broke, baby," or "You forgot to say I'm broke, baby." So like when the catchphrase sticks, you gotta.
I think I remember one time I tried to change mine to "Poke you out."
Everyone's like, "Nah."
I was like, "Don't ever say that.
It's not hitting. It's not hitting.
Don't ever say that again in your life." I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, people like familiarity, innit? Like,
man. No, it's good, man. Nah, it's really good.